The next step in the book is talking about supporters and detractors. Supporters are those who will get involved to make sure your issue moves forward. And detractors are those who are committed to doing just the opposite. Supporters enable you to identify people willing to get involved with your cause and lend their name as a supporter. Identifying a detractor will enable you to understand what the opposition's viewpoint is. You can add those concerns to your fact sheet, name, and frame their issue, and you may even be able to convince them or win them over to your side. In order to figure out who our supporters and detractors might be, we asked ourselves the following questions. Who do we think is going to be strongly in favor of the idea and can be enlisted to help move it along? Who do we think may be somewhat in favor of the idea and could be convinced to do something to actively support it? Who do we think is not going to be in favor of the idea, against it as a matter of fact, and what arguments will they use to thwart the idea? What would be our response? In our case, there were 2 previous attempts to pass legislation. This gave us a head start on determining who might support or oppose it. Every state has a website where you can research past legislation, either by keyword or by bill number. We started out with the California government website, and we found the past legislation and we were able to analyze those bills. Not surprisingly, the supporters included law enforcement and child advocacy organizations. We were surprised to find that the only registered opposition was from the adult entertainment industry, which feared that a computer technician might mistake an adult dressed as a young girl with child pornography. Finally, it's a good idea to create a position map, which shows the interested industries and organizations and where they are expected to fall on the spectrum of opposers to supporters. This information will be helpful in determining how you reach out to these organizations and industries in future steps.